everyone, it's time for my 13th game of Jeopardy for the Nintendo Wii. And I've had a pretty successful run with this game because so far I've won $367,200 in just 12 games. Can I get to the $400,000 mark in this one? We'll find out. Of course, now if you saw my last game, I was the only contestant that had money at the end of Double Jeopardy. So that meant I won by default. I wonder if that could happen 2 games in a row. Well, I doubt it, but we'll see what happens. So let's get started.
This is Jeopardy!
Yes, it is, Johnny Gilbert.
Let's meet today's contestants. Player 1, Player 2, Player 3, and now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny. Hi, everyone. Welcome aboard. Good luck. Here we go into the Jeopardy round.
And categories?
Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories. Food words and phrases. Unofficial state nicknames. Name that planet. Where's that? Who's your daddy? And in the bookstore. Player 1, 24-star Kiefer.
Who is Donald Sutherland?
Yes, Player 1. Use the Wii remote or press the corresponding direction on the plug. Correct.
Who's your daddy?
Choose again, Player 1. Actress Jamie Lee. Okay, Player 1.
Who is Tony Curtis?
That's correct.
600.
Player 1. You pick again. International pop star Enrique. Player 1.
Who is Julio Iglesias?
You are correct.
800.
Player 1. Boxer turned dancer Lila. It's Player 1.
Who is Muhammad Ali?
Right.
Alright, and let's finish that up.
Player 1. Back to you. Emmy and Tony Award-winning actress Amanda. Player 1.
Who is Christopher Plummer?
Right you are.
Ran through that category like that was no problem.
Player 1. Back to you.
Food words and phrases.
Breakfast
200.
dish that can also mean to flatten.
What is pancake?
It's Player 1. That's it.
400. Food words and phrases.
Select again. In 1966, the U.S. government banned M80s and these round red firecrackers. Let's hear it, Player 1.
What are cherry bombs?
That is correct.
600.
Please pick it. Used before barrel, it suggests the homespun style and philosophy of rural folk.
What is cracker?
Okay, Player 1. You got it.
800, please.
We return to
Daily Double!
answer. It's the Daily Double. You are in the lead.
Now, I feel like saying this. Let's make it a true Daily Double.
It's the spicy 2-word name for a type of knot that lets you join a rope to a rail or a post.
What is clove hitch?
That puts you even.
Yeah! Food words and phrases
You
1,000.
again, Player 1. Kelly?
A nursery rhyme says, this person, mend my shoe. Get it done by 2:30.
What is cobbler?
Yes, Player 1.
Who is cobbler, rather? 9,400.
Choose again, Player 1.
Name that planet 200.
Christian Huygens wrote about this planet's rings back in 1659.
What is Saturn?
Okay, Player 1. Good for you.
400.
We returned. Instrument-laden rovers landed on this planet in 2004. Yes, Player 1.
What is Mars?
That's correct.
That's 10 grand. 600.
You get to pick it. The great red spot on this planet is actually a giant storm.
What is Jupiter?
Let's hear it, Player 1. Good.
800, please.
Player 1. A year on this planet is 88 days long.
What is Mercury?
Player 1. Good.
And let's finish that. Let's finish it up.
Please pick again. In the wake of a recent demotion, this is now the outermost planet.
What is Neptune?
It's Player 1. That is correct. Player 1, you pick again,
Where's
please.
that for 200?
Upon its 1914 completion, this shortened a ship's voyage between New York City and San Francisco by about 8,000 miles. Okay, Player 1.
What is the Erie Canal?
No.
No.
Any other takers? Here's what we were looking for. The Panama Canal.
Panama Canal. Where's
Player
that
1,
for 400?
back to you. Looking like it's going to get the boot, and covering nearly 10,000 square miles, it's the largest island in the Mediterranean.
What is Sicily?
It's Player 1. Yes.
Where's that for 600?
Player 1, back to you. Portland, Salem, and Eugene are the largest cities in this state.
What is Oregon?
Yes, Player 1. Correct.
Where's that for 800?
Select again. Wellington is its capital. Player 1.
What is New Zealand?
Hey, you're right.
Alright, and where's that for 1,000?
You again, Player 1. Take me to your lemur. This island country lies about 240 miles east of the African mainland. Let's hear it, Player 1.
What is Madagascar?
Right.
Up to 15,000.
You get to pick again, Player 1.
In the bookstore for 200.
Fever, 1793, depicts a teen's struggle during the 1793 epidemic of this colorful fever in Philadelphia. Okay, Player 1.
What is Scarlet Fever?
That's not it.
No.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Player 2. No. Sorry.
Black Fever.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Let's hear it, Player 3.
Yellow Fever.
Yes. Choose again, Player
Okay,
3.
bookstore for 400.
Ahab's wife tells a whale of a tale about a character mentioned briefly in this classic novel.
What is Moby Dick?
Yes, Player 1. Yes,
In the bookstore for
Player
600.
1. Back to you. Hope Was Here is a book about a teen waitress at the Welcome Stairways Diner in this dairy state. It's Player 1.
What is Wisconsin?
Good.
They could kill me
Select
if I didn't
again.
get that. Bookstore
Take a
800.
bite out of The Vampire Armand, the 6th book in her Vampire Chronicles.
Alright, who was it that wrote Vampire Chronicles?
Here's the correct response. Anne Rice.
Oh, Anne Rice.
Player 1. A secret code called New Shoe is pivotal to the plot of Snowflower and the Secret Fan, set in this country.
Okay, I've never read Snowflower and the Secret Fan.
Okay, Player 2.
Japan?
Nope. Sorry. Anyone else want to hazard a
Well, it's
guess on this?
50-50, so I suppose I'll try it.
Let's hear it, Player 1.
What is China?
That's right. Way to go.
Alright, 16,800.
You again, Player 1.
Unofficial state nicknames for 200.
Seward's Icebox.
What is Alaska?
It's Player 1. Hey, you're right.
400.
We return to the Switzerland of America and the highest state. Yes, player one.
What is Colorado?
Correct.
Alright, 600, please.
Please pick again. The birthplace of 8 presidents.
Ooh.
Player 3.
Virginia?
You are correct.
Oh.
Player 3. Pick again. Here's Kelly. She'll show you.
Though it's called the Star-Spangled Banner State, this is its flag.
Yes, player 1.
What is Maryland?
Good.
Alright, now last clue.
And here's the $1,000 clue. The coal state and the birth state of the nation.
Birth state of the nation.
Here's the correct response. Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania was what they wanted.
Player 2, you're going first in Double Jeopardy. And we'll start that round right after this break. And we have
Close to $20,000.
in these categories.
Double Jeopardy
Celebrity,
round now.
a.k.a.
And the categories are
Edgar Allan
Celebrity,
Poe.
a.k.a. Edgar Allan
War.
Poe. War.
World Heritage Sites.
World Heritage Sites.
Fish, bird, or mammal.
Fish, bird, or mammal.
And double talk.
Double talk.
All right, if you're ready, it's Double Jeopardy. The skate.
Fish, bird, or mammal for 400 is what we start with. The skate. Oh,
Player
boy.
2.
Bird.
Oh, sorry. Any other takers? It's player 1.
What is a fish?
Right you are.
Okay.
Player 1. You pick
Celebrity
again, please.
AK for 400.
Destiny Hope Cyrus, Billy Ray's kid and star of TV's Hannah Montana, now goes by this first name. Okay, player 1.
What is Miley?
Good for you.
800, please.
Player 1. It's the real last name of Nicolas Cage and of his famous uncle. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is Coppola?
That is correct.
600, please.
Please pick again.
1200.
When she's got mail, we wonder if it's addressed to Margaret Hyra.
Who's Meg Ryan?
It's player 1. That's correct.
1600.
You get to pick it. Yes, sir. His real name is Reginald Dwight. Okay, player 1.
Reginald Dwight. Who is Elton John?
That's it.
Alright, and 2000.
Player 1. The movie's original Alfie. He was originally named Maurice Micklewhite.
Maurice Micklewhite.
Here's the response we were looking for. Michael Caine.
Oh, Michael Caine. Okay.
Player 1, back to you for our next
Double talk for
selection.
400.
Check it out. It's how I refer to my flashy diamonds and gold chains.
What is bling bling?
Let's hear it, player 1. Good.
Double talk 400. 800.
You again, player 1. The OED defines it as faint or barely audible speech.
Yeah, I keep thinking
Yes,
it's
player
a
1.
Jeopardy round. Whoops. What is murmur?
Yes.
1200.
Select again. Scandalous 19th century French dance. Player 1.
What is the can-can?
That is correct.
25,000. 1600.
Choose
Double
again,
talk.
player. In the 1950s, this secret militant movement opposed British rule in Kenya. The correct response is the Mau Mau.
Mau Mau. 2000.
Player 1. In a children's song, Dear Little Nellie is way down yonder in this fruit patch. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is Paw Paw?
That's right. Way to go.
And I've got $27,000.
We return to you, player one.
World Heritage Sites for 400.
This entire Italian city, spread over 118 islands, is a World Heritage Site. Okay, player one.
What is Venice?
That's correct.
Oh, okay, yeah, Venice. 800.
You get to pick a... Kelly will present this clue.
The pyramid known as the castle is one of the wonders of this ancient Mayan city.
Player one.
What is Chichen Itza?
Yes.
Alright, I'd like 1,200, please. World
Choose
Heritage
again,
Sites.
player one. This South American capital didn't exist 60 years ago. It's player one.
What is Brasilia?
Right.
1,600.
Player one. Back to you.
Daily Double!
Answer. The first of the daily doubles. And you have the lead.
Alright,
Will it be?
5,600.
Here is your clue. You can visit this country's Los Olmedos Historic Park, even if you're not a Viking.
What is Canada?
You have maintained your lead. Way to go.
Alright,
Select again.
2,000.
A visit to this country's Komodo National Park shouldn't drag on all day. Yes, player one.
What is Indonesia?
Yeah, good. Please pick again, player
Edgar
one.
Allan Poe for 400.
According to an 1833 description, Poe dressed entirely in this color. Okay, player one.
What is black?
Yes. Player one. Poe's wife, who passed away at age 24, had this name, like the state at whose university Edgar studied. Let's hear it, player one.
What is Virginia?
Right.
1,200, please.
You again, player one. The first obituary of Poe, which spoke of the frailties of genius, appeared in this city's Sun newspaper. It's player three.
New York?
No.
Nope.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? We're talking about Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Player one.
1,600?
In 1842, Poe reviewed this British author's Barnaby Rudge, which features, a human-like raven. Here's what we were looking for. Charles Dickens.
Dickens. Oh.
Player one, back to you. Poe won an 1833 short story contest with a story about one of these found in a bottle. Yes, player one.
What is a message?
Sorry. Anyone else? Here's the response we were looking for. A manuscript.
Oh, manuscript. Okay.
We return to you, player one.
War for 400.
Henry V and Joan of Arc both fought in this lengthy struggle between England and France. Player one?
What is the 100 Years' War?
Yep.
War 800.
Player one, and I'll hand it off to Kelly.
Gas masks became a key part of a soldier's equipment after poison gas was used at the Second Battle of Ypres during this war.
Here's the correct response. World War I.
World War I.
Choose again,
1200.
player one. In the biggest amphibious invasion in history, 350,000 troops invaded this French region in 1944. It's player 3.
What is Normandy?
Right. Great, you're back into it now. Please pick again, player
War
3.
for 1600.
The 262 model from this German manufacturer was the world's first operational fighter jet. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is Messerschmitt?
You got it.
Ah, 2000.
Player 1.
There's the other daily double.
Sorry? The second daily double. You are currently in the lead. Please enter your wager.
I'll just do 1800.
Okay, here is the clue. The oldest army unit in the world is this national one, founded in 1506, that guards the Pope.
What is the French Guard?
Even so, you are still in the lead.
Dang,
Here's the
too
correct
much.
response. The Swiss Guard.
Swiss Guard is what they needed.
You get to pick again, player 1.
Fishburner Mammal.
The Tarsier. We're talking about a mammal. Player 1. Pick a honey creeper. Player 3.
Fish.
Sorry, that's...
No.
Any other takers? Okay, player 1.
What is a mammal?
Sorry, that's wrong. Anyone else? Yes, player 2.
800.
Player 2. You pick again,
1600
please.
rather.
The bongo.
Nonetheless, though, I'm going to have a 14th game.
The correct response is a mammal.
Now was winning.
And the last clue for
If
2,000
Katie and Samuel don't
The
weigh in
cichlid.
on this, then that means I'll win by default once again. Cichlid.
Here's what we wanted. A fish.
Fish.
Sorry.
And would you believe it? I won by default for the second time in a row. Final
This
Jeopardy
is the
category
Final Jeopardy
is
category for today.
Notable Women.
Please enter your wager.
Alright, let's see, should I wager anything or not? Well, I don't have to. I'll just do 600.
Each direction on the plus control pad represents a different response.
I've won by default,
Press
so
a
I don't need
direction
to risk too much.
to select an answer. And the last clue? In 1963, she said, "I feel as though I'm suddenly on stage for a part I never rehearsed."
Well, it's definitely not Rosa Parks, and it's not Lady Bird Johnson. Who is Marilyn Monroe?
What did you say? And that will lose you.
No. So I fall to 34,600, but I win.
Here's the correct
I
response.
win anyway.
Lady Bird Johnson.
Oh, I didn't think it was Lady
Congratulations
Bird
to you,
Johnson.
player 1.
But nonetheless, at 34,600,
Thanks for playing. We'll see you next time.
added 67,200. They now have $401,800. See you all for the next game.